Welcome, folks. Today we have Scott Watson from M3. Scott Watson is the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer and a partner at M3, which is a back office software. Today we are here with the LendingCon Series 3. This is an event for hospitality, development, finance, networking, and technology event. Welcome, Scott.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Scott, briefly in your words, could you let us everybody know about your firm and yourself?
Absolutely. M3 will be celebrating our 25th anniversary this winter. For that 25 years, we have been offering hospitality specific accounting software and services. Recently, we've introduced business intelligence products, dashboards, labor management and modeling tools, really anything that can help the financial management and the operational management of a hotel or hospitality related entity.
Very nice. 20 years, 25 years in business and almost 8,500 hotels using this software and or more of your solutions and services. That's pretty impressive, Scott. What
Thank you.
sets M3 apart from others in this space?
That's a great question. I'm a little biased, but I think it's the product and the people for the most part. John McKibben, our chairman, is a third generation hotelier. And when he launched the technology side of the business and basically formed it into what is today M3, he realized the importance of having a hospitality specific solution for customers, not one that you had to go out on the market and spend multiple dollars trying to upgrade or enhance or customize to fit your industry that may be a cookie cutter solution that fits a number of industries. So the first thing is we're hospitality specific. The second is we do have some fantastic employees in the organization, many of which came right out of the hospitality industry. So as we build each piece of software, each new function, each new screen, each new report, we do so with the history and experience of hoteliers on our side, and we develop it exclusively and specifically for their use.
So you've obviously visited many hotels, many hoteliers in
Mm-hmm.
your 12 years career. What are some of the key challenges you've seen in this industry over, the last 12 years?
There's been a number. I think most recently we have to think about coming out of the pandemic, as the industry has done so well, is coming back from those type of things. And during the pandemic, our industry was hit the hardest. There's no doubt about it. Hotels closed, occupancy rates dipped, ADR slacked. But then, even as ADR and occupancy has seemed to rebound, the labor market has not. So we still have hoteliers that are trying to keep guest satisfaction ratings high, properties clean, food hot, beds clean, and they're trying to do all those things with probably about 60% of the labor that they had pre-pandemic.
So you often mention industry specific and hospitality specific when you're describing your technology. Is it really that important?
We think so. I mentioned earlier that there are solutions out there that are not hospitality specific, but anytime you do that, whenever you build a financial report, whenever you're sharing working papers with an owner, everything has to be recomputed and recalculated if it's coming from a non-hospitality input setting. Plus, also, if you're not dealing with with a company and a system that is built for hospitality, you don't know some of the nuances, like automatically pulling in that property management data every night. So we extract automated PMS feeds. We pull the POS dollars and statistics. We get the labor statistics. So whether they're in rolling their daily reports, computing and figuring out the next week's forecast, we bring everything in from an integrated fashion instead of trying to take multiple pieces and bolt it on. A term that I've heard recently is a tech Frankenstein. So you certainly don't want to go outside the industry and find 7 or 8 systems that you have to bolt together.
LendingCon event was founded by Jan Gautam, who is the chairman and CEO of IHRMC. You've
Mm-hmm.
known Jan Gautam for years. How excited are you to be in our panel and in our advisory board at LendingCon?
I'm very excited and very humbled that Jan asked me to be on the advisory board this year. We saw LendingCon, I think 3 years ago when Jan and I first talked about the concept. My background prior to hospitality, I'm not one of these people that can say I've been in the industry for 20 or 30 or 40 years. I have been for a while, but prior to that, I was in the banking and finance industry. So when I saw what Jan was trying to do in bringing everybody together in one place, I knew that it was a wagon that we had to hop on board. So we have been proud to sponsor LendingCon for the next 3 years, or for the last 3 years, excuse me, probably the next 3 years if you ask Jan. But
Yes.
I'm very thrilled to be there and to be included as a panelist this year.
Well, thank you very much, Scott. We are very excited to have you at LendingCon this year. As again, folks, Scott Watson, the Chief Marketing and Sales Officer at M3 Group, which is a back office software firm helping a lot of hoteliers and hospitality industry. Thank you very much, Scott.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.